measles have taken hold of her. The fever won't break. Tony fought hard. Kept a strong girl. But she can't fight the measles.
How long?
Tonight, Meg.
This scene is from the 2024 Disney movie Young Woman in the Sea. It dramatizes the early life of an extraordinary woman, Gertrude Ederle, the first woman to swim across the English Channel. Did this exact conversation with her parents happen? Probably not. But what is painfully true is that in the early 20th century, measles was a terrifying threat. Many parents watched helplessly as their children got sick and could only hope they will make it out alive. In Gertrude's case, she survived, but measles took her hearing. It changed her life forever, and she was far from alone. Do you remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or the witches? If so, you might ask, what do those stories have to do with measles? Well, the author, Roald Dahl, was also a father. And in 1962, he witnessed firsthand the devastation that measles can cause. His daughter, Olivia, was just 7 years old when she caught measles. She didn't survive. Just 1 year later, in 1963, the measles vaccine became available. Because of it, in 1986, Dole wrote a public letter hoping that no other family would have to endure the pain he did.
There is today something that parents can do to make sure that this sort of tragedy does not happen to a child of theirs. They can insist that their child is immunized against measles. I was unable to do that for Olivia in 1962 because in those days a reliable measles vaccine had not been discovered. Today, a good and safe vaccine is available to every family, and all you have to do is to ask your doctor to administer it. It is not yet generally accepted that measles can be a dangerous illness. Believe me, it is.
And the truth is, measles is often mistaken for a harmless disease. It is true the mortality rate is in the highest, about 1 to 3 deaths per 1,000 cases in high-income countries. But measles is far from just a fever and a red rash. It was the leading cause of childhood death in the first half of the 20th century. Before the vaccine arrived, measles killed over 2 million people every year, most of them children under 5. Measles can lead to serious complications, including pneumonia and, in extreme cases, encephalitis. But even if you survive those complications, the impact may not end there. Measles can leave you deaf, like it did to Gertrude, and it can force your immune system to forget everything it once knew, from common colds to viruses you already fought off, even past vaccinations. It is called immune amnesia, and it means your body has to start all over again, rebuilding its defenses from scratch. The good news is measles is an eradicable disease. In fact, it's on the official list of potentially eradicable viruses. Because it only affects humans, there's no animal reservoir to hide in. That means if we can stop it in people, it disappears completely. And for a while we were close. Several parts of the world were declared measles-free, including the Americas in 2016, when the Pan American Health Organization confirmed there was no longer continuous transmission in the region. Unfortunately, measles has a unique problem. It's one of the most contagious diseases on Earth. According to the World Health Organization, its basic reproduction number is between 12 and 18. That means one single person with measles can infect 12 to 18 others in a population with no immunity. With these numbers, a single case can snowball into tens of thousands of infections within just a few weeks. This is why we need about 95% of the population vaccinated to stop measles from spreading. At that level, we reach herd immunity, where the community acts as a shield. We protect those who can't be vaccinated themselves, like people with weak immune systems or babies too young to receive the vaccine. In the case of measles, the first dose is usually given at 12 months of age. Why not earlier? Because a baby's immune system is too immature to mount a lasting response, and maternal antibodies can interfere with the vaccine. But here's the problem. Those 95% coverage rates aren't being made in many places around the world, and that includes high-income countries. We were so close to keep measles under control, but now it is coming back, even in places that had once eliminated it. Since February 2025, the United States has been battling a major outbreak. A total of 2,280 cases were reported in 2025, mostly in unvaccinated children. Many were hospitalized, and tragically, 3 children have died. The outbreak extended across the border and reached Mexico, where over 6,000 cases were reported, mainly concentrated in Chihuahua, resulting in 24 deaths. Across Europe, the trend is the same. In 2024, the EU reported over 35,000 cases, a tenfold increase from the year before. Additionally, 23 deaths were recorded. In every scenario, children under the age of 5 remain the most vulnerable, particularly those without a complete vaccination schedule. So, where does that leave us? As I mentioned, measles is an eradicable disease. We already have the tool to defeat it, the vaccine. We just need to choose to use it. If we reach 95% vaccination rates, we could one day stop vaccinating altogether, just like we did with smallpox. We can always develop new technology, but we need also trust the one we have. It's about protecting each other, together.